I'm with Manny Gonzalez at Ralph Gracie Association, Sacramento. And I'm going to ask him a few questions today. How hard was Jiu-Jitsu for you when you first started?
Jiu-Jitsu was really hard. Like, I didn't know how to move right, body moving all these different positions, sweating a lot, being tapped. It was really hard. It was like 6 months before I figured out like what I was doing, how to really do Jiu-Jitsu, you know, like figure out one or two things from every position. It took a while.
Who did you train under?
His name is Ricardo Jimenez. He's a black belt from Gracie down in Sacramento, California.
What was your reason for starting Jiu-Jitsu?
Oh man, it's a little cliche, man, but I got into a fight when I was like 13, and I got my butt kicked pretty bad. I have 2 fake teeth now, and after that, my dad was like, hey, you need to do like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and I was like, what is that? So I went to a gym, and there was my coach Roland, and he tapped me out a bunch of times, and I was like, man, I have to do this, so I just stuck with it.
What was your first impression of the sport?
Of the sport? It looks kind of funny. When I first saw it, I was like, man, those guys are grabbing each other and like wrestling. I was like, I don't know about this. But then when I actually rolled to that night, I was like, man, this is really good stuff. Good control, you know? So I had to do it.
How long have you been training?
In October, it's going to be 11 years. I started when I was 14, and I'm 25 now.
Do you have a favorite move, like in Jiu-Jitsu?
I like the Plata. I really enjoy the Plata. Sweeping and submitting off of it. I like the Plata a lot.
What is your opinion on Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu in the Olympics?
I think it'd be good for the sport. It help the sport grow a lot faster, you know, a lot more people would do it, bring a lot of exposure. I think it'd be great.
What do you like most and least about the sport?
About what I like most about the sport? Pretty much everyone's so cool in the sport, you know. Most everyone that does Jiu-Jitsu is a pretty decent person. What I don't like about Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, that's a tough one. I don't know. Maybe how some people are like so like resistant on training with different people, just because we're from different schools. That's what I don't like about it. I think we're all doing the same thing. We should all train together. That's what I think.
What do you want people to know about when they're starting Jiu-Jitsu or just thinking about it?
What do I want them to know when they're just starting Jiu-Jitsu? Like, man, Jiu-Jitsu takes time. If it was easy, everyone would be doing it. Like, Jiu-Jitsu is not an easy sport, but it is a lot of fun. It's a great workout, and you don't even realize you're working out. So that's what I would tell somebody who's looking to start Jiu-Jitsu. Someone who's thinking about Jiu-Jitsu, just keep thinking about it, I guess. Like, right?
Why do you think it's important to have a women's class?
Well, because a lot of women aren't used to rolling with hot, sweaty guys all the time. A lot of women don't want to do that. And I think women feel more comfortable when they're practicing with someone their gender, especially in a sport like this where it's hands-on. You know, sweating on each other. I think someone will feel more comfortable about that. So that's why I think it's important to have a women's only class.
How long did it take you to get your black belt?
It was 8 years and about 7 or 8 months, something like that. Less than 9 years.
Do you prefer gi or no gi?
Gi, for sure. I do like no gi. I like gi about this much more than no gi. So it's pretty even. But I do prefer to train with a gi.
How long have you been teaching?
Since I was like a blue belt. I started like helping out in classes and kids classes when I was like 16, and then I just as I got better at the sport and progressed in the belt, I started taking over kids classes and then adult classes. Yeah, so I've been teaching since I was about 16.
What drives you to teach?
And watching my students get better, that's for sure. And that's when the first day we opened, some of my students, the first time doing jiu-jitsu, you can tell they don't really know anything, and then like, as time goes on, you can see them like absorbing the moves, doing the stuff you showed them. It's like, man, weeks ago you didn't know what you didn't know. Now you know some stuff. You know, just seeing the improvement in my students.
Do you compete often for Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu?
No, I'd like to. I just opened the school, so I can't compete right now. I do want to compete at the end of October for the U.S. Open. I've competed since 2012. I've been traveling, working a lot before I opened this place. And now that I opened this place, I want to compete. I haven't competed yet at Black Belt, so that's something I want to do this year.
When did you open this gym?
I opened May 1st this year. It's been almost 3 months. We're growing fast, actually. So if you know anyone who wants to train, learn some jiu-jitsu, learn how to show people, tell them to come by my gym. I'll see you in Sacramento.
Thank you so much.
No worries.